And we're back with some more Cosmoteer. Now, I had a plan. My plan was to upgrade this ship to its maximum size, form, thingy what's it, and this would cost a bunch of money, which we'd save the resources for. But then I wanted some hypercoils for other stuff, and hypercoils require copper, lots of copper, and I was going to go mine that, and then I realized you could sort of just buy it from this station. This station possesses lots of hypercoils, and regular coils. So since it's got thousands of them, we could buy them, or, hear me out here, smash and grab. We basically smash it and grab all the stuff. However, I was doing some research on attacking stations in the game. So here's my understanding of how it works. If you attack a station, they will start sending reinforcements to it, as in something like 4 to 6 ships belonging to the same faction as the station will show up and try and kill you. And then if you kill any of them, more will show up, until the station is either dead or you run away. Also, even if you do kill the station after those ships have shown up, they'll keep trying to kill you. So you have to run away, and it's a bit like a GTA wanted system. Get far enough away that they can't see you, and the timer will count down, is my understanding. I thought, let's find a base that's easy to kill. So this base here is, well, interesting. Very interesting. If you open the comms directory with it, and then zoom in just about right. Oh wait, we have to unpause it for a second. Come here. There you go. It now shows you the insides of the station, allowing you to more precisely plan your attack. It has only one command deck, but it also has only one reactor. Problem with the command deck is, if you want to snipe that out, we're going to be going through armor. It'll take a while. We'll have to pan through lots of layers of armor. But what I realize is about this power plant, it's a straight shot. There is no armor anywhere here for 4 tiles on... Like, there's a 4-tile route with no armor all the way out to the edge of the ship. Except here. There is 2 armor plates right here, and then a gap of 2 tiles. If we can shoot through these 2 tiles, we can get a straight shot right down to the core. And if we can pop the core, that's game over. The ship will then become destroyed, and then we can, well, leg it until it stops being angry to us. So we are going to hide our ships. I was just getting ready to open fire on this thing when I realized something. Why am I going so close? The further we are away, the more accurate the railguns will be. The smaller, like, we want to be at just the absolute edge of our range. You know, a little bit closer. Yeah, right about there. We want to be about this far back. The further back we are, the more likely it is that our rails will miss all the armor and go straight through the gap. We just got to get our rotation and angle and everything right so we can go right down the center. We don't want this to be a fight. We want this to be over before they even realize there's a fight. We want those rails to get all the way through to the center. Let's see. What are we looking like there? Oh, no, I don't like that. That looks like the angle's a little bit off. Yeah, I think we need to scooch down a bit. That looks to be just about perfect. You can see the red lines appearing just on the opposite side here. We're like off by a millimeter at most. Okay, we just got to shoot it. Gut shot right down there. So, rotate to the left so we're not actually going to fire. We want to fire all 8 cannons at the same time. How's everyone looking in there? Everyone good? Yeah, cannons are loaded up. We got sulfur on tap. Everything is sorted. Select the cannons. Target the center. Okay. Worst case scenario, we can just run away. Oh, and this here is our fate. Cabal of Saul. So we've got 11,000, whatever, morale or whatever with them. They think of us as a champion, which is... Yeah, never mind. So 11,000 points. Let's see how much this costs us. If we mess up on the shot, we just run. I figure that's the safer bet. Now, time to rotate back. So we want to rotate around like that. Then, cool. We are now hostile. Well, I don't think they're going to classify as hostile until we fire shots. But let's keep an eye here and see exactly where these things land. Can we? We can. Oh, damn it. I can't see. There we go. We're down to 1/8 speed. We will hit the play button. And then we can see in the top right corner the ship's turning. Once it starts firing... Oh yeah, there's the go. There's the first 8 shots. Oh yes! We clipped the armor. But I think we got the... Yeah, we got it. We definitely got the core. And the shots went clean out the other side. That was beautiful. That was... Is it dead? I think it... Like, the railgun shots haven't even dissipated, and the fight is over. We need to run. You, start getting over that direction. Go join our other ship. we have a wanted level we need to dispose of. That was just perfect. Look at that. Straight through and out the other side. Oh, yeah, I may have over-prepared slightly, but you could never be too sure. I've never taken a starbase before. Yep, more of them. Yep, yep. Time to get moving. Yeah. We're out of here. Sorry about the confusion. It was an accident. Yeah, no, never mind. I'm not going to even try and say I swear that one. Damn it. No, I am not bringing an asteroid with me. It's slowing us down. You get over there. Yeah, okay, we need to get further out of range. Let's not drag them near our cargo ship. That might be a bad idea. Hey, off you go. So long as we get far enough away, they'll stop caring. Oh, and I should probably mark that place. I don't know where it is. There-ish? We got to come back for that starbase corpse. Oh, there it is. You can actually see the wanted level going down. It really is exactly like GTA in that respect. Okay, once our wanted level drops off. Done. As far as I'm aware, they shouldn't be hostile to us anymore. Oh my god, we're still an ally. We're not quite a champion anymore. We lost a few hundred points, maybe? Wait, are you telling me we could just snipe out all of their starbases for this? Nope, you stay out there. We'll bring in this one. And we'll have a quick look. See if anyone's a little bit annoyed that the starbase is now gone. No enemies. No enemies around. No one seems to care. As far as I can determine, it was a victimless crime. No one cares at all. Let's try something here. Transfer crews. I've been doing this with ships occasionally, just because. Initiate transfer. We'll give you one crewman. Once you have the crewman on board, the station is now ours. The thing is, we don't gain all the resources. You still got to scrap the station up. If you want to take resources out of it by scrapping it, for example, if we go into the build menu here and we try and say scrap this. Oh, no, not blueprint. Oh, what the? Never mind. Well, what I am going to do is I'm going to repair it. This is because it's actually relatively cheap to do. We're going to repair the ship and restore it to its former glory. That will take the resources from this ship to do it. Our little Scrappy over here can take care of the problem and repair all of the missing bits and bobs. In fact, let's transfer over some crew. Why? No, we can't. There's no command deck on this. Once there's a command deck, we can then use radio crew transfers. We could send over more people now, but I don't think it really matters. With a small crew of about 30 people, this starbase is now fully operational. Well, I say fully operational. You can't get missions out of it, I don't think. It's just treated like one of your ships now. That's it. So any missions you had would be gone with it. However, all the resources that were lying around in the storage bays, they are now ours. All of them. There is just... Oh, there's so much goodies. We want to give you a whole bunch of stuff, Scrappy. You are going to take... No, we don't want any of those missile parts and stuff. Yeah, all of the hypercoils. There's 6,000 hypercoils, 6,000 regular coils. Yeah, we've already bought up all the tri-steel and stuff from just about everyone. Oh, take the titanium, uranium... Done. Take the carbon as well. Why not? You know what? Take the copper. Go for it. That's 6,000 hypercoils and 6,000 copper coils. Totally worth it. We have taken every single resource out of storage worth taking. However, before we scrap this, we need to spend some of our resources, namely because Scrappy's almost full, and I'm not making a second Scrappy. I mean, we could afford to make a second Scrappy, I just don't think we should. Instead, we're going to spend those resources on upgrading the maxed Octo Rails design to an even more maxed Octo Rails design. Namely, we've got all this build space out here that we haven't been utilizing yet, so let's fill it. Oh, actually, make it blueprints first. I have a blueprint I've done up here, so as they say in the business, here's one I made earlier. This will require 584 crew, and it's worth about 9 million. So, yeah, go for it. There we go. It lengthens out the rails. It makes it look an awful lot chunkier. We've also added on a bunch of armor plating. You know what? We can go through its features once it's built. It's a bit of a hybrid design over previous iterations. This is going to take bloody ages. Like, just so long. We're going to let it go. Well, that worked out okay. Resource-wise, Scrappy's looking still pretty full. We've actually managed to core out most of this area here and most of this area here of resources, but that was expensive. Right, we'll fill her up with crew, and then we're going to see how well she runs. This ship is sort of a hybrid design. I've taken some of suggestions from the comments, combined them with a few others to come up with this design, which is a little bit odd. The first weird thing you'll see here is these engines here are only unidirectional. They only face forward, whereas all the other three stacks, they all have forward and rear-facing engines. This means we have a forward top speed of about 85 meters per second, which is good, but our reverse is 103. This means we can just drive around as normal, then when we see anything we can just reverse. We have the ability to run away from things in reverse at quite decent speed. It just means we can fly up to stuff we don't have to worry about flipping. One of the suggestions was we just put engines facing forwards, and then we fly in reverse all the time. Then when we see the enemy, we flip around and run away from them while firing rails. That just is really finicky seeming and too much effort, so I figure a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B, and we get slower forward, but faster reverse. This is because there seems to be some inbuilt limits in the game. To get up to 80 meters per second does not actually take this many engines. See this here? This thing can travel about 75 meters per second. If we stick on another engine block on each side, this thing could do 80 meters per second. Getting up to 80 meters, not that hard. But once you get to 80 meters per second, drag starts to kick in. And I know, no drag in space, but the game engine basically slows you down. So getting above the 80 meters per second barrier takes more and more power. This thing can do 103. If we were to add in more engines here, it'll slow us down a bit because, well, we're adding in more mass, which there's more mass to accelerate. So those engines facing forward slow us down a little bit more. Now, the thing is, you could actually fit them in quite handily. There's still a little bit of space left with here for us to build with. It was just this way, it cut off just enough weight to give us the forward momentum we needed while still allowing us to squeeze in a bunch of armor. There is triple layer threaded armor plate. And the reason it's called threaded is because you have, say, a double block here, and then if you get past that double block, you have to go through, well, one of these two blocks. No matter what line you take through here, you're still going to have to kill 6 plates of armor to get out the other side. It just increases its efficiency. If you keep them in line with each other, so 2, 2, 2, easier to chop through the blocks. All right. Now, and I need to put in a few extra bits and bobs here and there. Over here, we need to stick in, say, that, and we'll stick in another one right there. And we'll stick in a third layer, just to be sure. Just in case anything gets through here, I don't want them severing off a lump of engines and the engines just falling around and clattering around and out the place. Everywhere has got at least double layer armor plating. We've got triple layer near the front, and then we've got all of our flak and shielding up front to protect us. If anything gets into our sides, our plan is to turn and shoot the things. We have no side-mounted guns at all. All about the speed and all about those extra long rails. Ooh, how many accelerators do we have? It's actually exactly 30 rails. If we hover over this, it gives us 304%, which is actually 30 rails. I had to count them to be sure. Now, that's not actually the maximum range. You can add on more railgun accelerators. It's just the tooltips only goes up as far as 30. There's a formula for determining how much extra power and damage you get. Your range caps out at 600 meters, and that's it. Once you hit the 600 meter range, you can't get any bonuses beyond that. So at 8 rails, we'd already got max range. And I have been informed that your max range is determined from here, as in the railgun loader. So our 600 meters of range starts there, which means railguns that are only 8 rails long will have longer range than us because, say, their rails will end here, meaning they have this massive bunch of empty space in front of their ship, whereas, well, our range has been eaten up by a bunch of our ship existing. Anyway, with that out of the way, let's take this sucker into the next level and find out how she goes. In fact, I should probably... I might actually take out another space station before we go. First, though, we do have to consume the old starbase. Yeah, we're not taking it with us. If we wanted another starbase, we'd just make another Scrappy. Scrappy can hold far more than this starbase ever could. There's like a weird outline of scrap. Like you can just sort of see the ghostly outline of where the ship used to be before it got, demolished. There's still a few bits and bobs you have to pick up. But by and large, we definitely got enough storage to store it all. In fact, we might have enough storage to store another one of these, if there's one that looks kind of similar to this one lying around the place. This second station looks just as horrific as the last. In fact, we have lined ourselves up just beautifully. I think if we do this right, we should be able to core right through it and at the other side. You're about there. Then we want to target all railguns. Manual targeting, please. We want to target their only power plant, which is right in the middle, and we're going to core right through you. This is worth 6,000 hypercoils and 6,000 regular coils and whatever else they've got, so let's not mess this up. Rotate through to there. Slow game down to 1/8 speed. And Shouldn't you be moving right about now? Oh, yeah, you are. It's just we're putting it on such slow speed it takes forever. Okay. There they go. Rails inbound. Oh! Like the alarm goes off and then it's like, no, you're dead. Run! We are going to be wanted. Yeah, head towards the editor. Yep. Unknown contact. Oh, no, not that way. Fine. Let's go this direction then. Kind of curious what those ships are, but I don't want to tangle with them, just in case they are a problem. We'll worry about that after we've secured our resources. Anyway, we're going to run away from a bit. Hopefully we get away without having to get into any more tangles. A quick strip mining later. There's nothing left inside this ship. Is there any way to abandon this without actually destroying it? I don't want this ship anymore. Abandon ship. Perfect. Instruct those crew to leave ship if possible. Done. Right, where were we? Yes, we were going to head on to somewhere more dangerous. We're in a 15 to 17 area. No, we want to move on to somewhere, oh, whatever the max level is, 16 to 18. So it turns out that's the top levels. So let's head this direction. We'll have to do 2 jumps, but I think we've got plenty of fuel. In fact, how much fuel do we have? Yep, super duper trooper amounts of them. This next area is, like, it's really weak sauce. We're going to send in, actually, we'll send in 1 ship first. Not all ships are ready to make the jump. That's fine. The other ship can follow us along. Reason being, we'd like to clear the area anyway, just in case there is something there. It's a 12 to 14 area. Yeah, we're not going to be too worried. We've just cleared the 15 to 17 area, and we had a smaller ship to do it with. But they are right on top of us to begin with, which is awkward. Okay, turn around immediately, and let's clear the area. Is this an asteroid field? Please tell me it's not. We don't maneuver so well in asteroid fields. Oh, great, there's lots of them. Oh, is this a pack? Oh my god. Okay, in that case, we need to go back to our other ship and tell it not to jump just yet until we've cleared the pack. Once we've cleared the pack, it can come in. Let's just let them come into range and see what we're going to be fighting. Oh, this is sort of embarrassing. You know what? Let's just say target that one. And reverse engine should kick into gear. Actually, that guy's far faster. Let's target something on you that looks important. Like that, right there. And... ooh! We accidentally pierced through him and almost killed this guy. Well, that seems kind of normal. Next! I think, you know what? Let's just cut all of this out. There is no point for you to see this chaos. Sorry, not chaos, just wanton slaughter. There is really no point to this. Yeah, you've got 2 of those things, but it's not going to make a difference. None of you... oh, yeah. That was kind of what I was expecting was going to happen. So I got to thinking, we have fire at target. What if we put this to fire at will? Just sort of pointed at enemy ships. What would happen then? I mean, these are much smaller ships than normal, so... it just means that the moment we get any sort of firing solution at all, we fire. Not nearly as effective. I mean, it's still killing it, but not to the same extent. Yeah, you definitely need to line these up. Area clear. Let's head over to the jump gate. It's the Fichitori one. Right, jump over the combat ship first. Area looks to be actually clear. Then we'll send Scrappy over as well to join them. This will take a little minute longer though. They have to drop out power to all of these things and they're just miles away. Even with all the staff we have. I've tried to limit the staff, as in I have walled in these staff into this area to try and cut down on pathing. Doesn't seem to have made a difference, so I'm just going to let them back out again. Why not? That should allow more staff to get around to dropping off power as well. Oh, you guys aren't going to do that while we're ready to hyperjump, are you? Otherwise you might get left behind. Right, just before we do another hyperjump, let's make sure everyone's stocked up. Restock ship on the right. 338 hyperfuel. How much hyperfuel are you burning, buddy? Doesn't matter, we got loads. I know I feel like that's being stingy of me. It's not. They're big ships. They're big ships. They've got hungry appetites. Our next destination, Fichitorio, whatever. You are where we're headed, and we're just gonna send in the big boy first. Yeah, cargo ship can come along in a second. Are you gonna engage? Go for it. Yeah, all ship. Yeah, but we're leaving that ship behind. Of course, we're leaving that ship behind. I think my game has crashed. The reason I'm saying that is we've been stuck on the screen for about a minute. This is a little bit longer than normal. I think we're just gonna have to go back in time. There's something went wrong there during the jump. Ooh. Thankfully, it's actually just before we engaged. Let's go. Auto saving. Does an auto save before you jump? That's actually nice to know. This time? Yay! Perfect. Alright, let's go find some enemies. So you're the max difficulty area. Let's clear a path to the starbase. We don't need to. We can actually jump there if we wanted to, but I'd prefer to clear a path and see what baddies this place has to offer us. Our first test looks like a bunch of random junk. I'm guessing there's 4 ships there? What are the odds they're very tough? I don't think they would be. 4 of them in one area, generally it ends up being weenies, but hey, max difficulty area, maybe it'll be 4 toughies. We might be in luck. What do we got here? You are a 10. Your difficulty... never mind. Let's just pop both of those things super quick and then get out of here. Yeah. Oops. Sorry about that. Yeah, you're dead. How about you? Would you like to die too? We'll just chuck a few rails your direction. Oh, you actually soaked up a couple of rail shots. Not more than that, though. Anyone else left alive? Yeah, I think these ones are a pack, and packs are just basically a group of smaller, less threatening ones. We want to find a big single-level threat, you know, a level 18 or 19, whatever the hell the max level is here. That's what we want to find. If it isn't our old friend the Sol Calidus, I remember you. We've seen this design before. Quite tough, lots of shielding, 2 cockpits. And let's see how it does against the Atomic Glass Bunny. First shots. Ooh. I think they did some damage. Yep. I think it did a fair chunk of damage. Well then, let's try rotating back and see what happens. Ooh. How did you tanked that like a boss, I'll give it to you. Done. Well, that was only a level 16 threat. I'm waiting for the higher levels. What's the levels here? Yeah, 18. We want the 18. We're in the play area at the moment. We want to get to the big boy section. Come back here. Come back. What are you? Level 16. Yeah, we've seen your type before, Sol Rentus. We shall kill both of those. We've got less forward thrust, so it's going to be harder to catch up with ships to do this. Oop. Yeah, there you go. Did you? No, you didn't quite kill it. Oh, but you did a fair chunk of damage. And there goes the last one. Well, at least you'll give us some valuable scrap material. One of the downsides of having a big flat ship is you keep collecting debris. Might be asteroids, might be ships. Also, the bigger the flatter the front nose on your ship, the more it seems to affect pathing decisions. I get a lot of slowdown. Oop. Here's something to explore over there. Yeah, we'll try and leave that asteroid behind while we're at it. What do you got for us? You are a giant gold asteroid. We don't care. We're actually swimming in processors. You need gold for processors. We have more than we need. All right. What kind of missions you got for us? I'm guessing this is going to be the low-end ones. Yeah, it's all the 16s. There is a 17 to contact this station, which is, yeah, like that's barely worth the money, but we'll add it. A level 18. Eliminate 2 pirates. Rescue Fosca Station. Now there's what we're talking about. That is a limit of 10 grand. That I like. What are you guys? Clear asteroids, limit of 10 grand. Pirate Hunter, limit of 10 grand. Right, these are the ones we want. But we're going to take all of them. I mean, can't not. We've already maxed out the fame gain on these ones, so we can just claim those ones. Nuclear missile ones, yeah, I don't care. Explore, yeah, that one we shall also accept. Right, now we just got to find some baddies. I figure... yeah, that station over there, if we rescue that one, that should put us in the level 18 territories. We're in a pretty active area of the map, so let's be extra careful here. We got asteroid fields and everything. This is going to be complicated, but we have this level 16 guy who's got a couple of railguns on him, and I'd like to tag him. Seems to be stuck on an asteroid, though, so... ooh. Yeah, that's the problem with going up against one of our railgun ship. Oh. Yeah, never mind. He's dead. Right, let's just tag him and move on and find something else. That was a little bit anticlimactic. I thought he was going to be a little bit tougher than that. We may have over-railed for this. Our first level 18, the Voluntas. Worth 250 fame. Yes, please. That's nuke launchers. Yep, they are missile launchers and they're loaded with nukes. They only have a 300-meter range, so we should still range them unless they get really close. I mean, we've got a lot of flak. Just, I would prefer not to deal with a volley that size. That looks like an incredibly large volley. All right, you have... Actually, what angle be coming at? Might be easier to aim for this one's first. Then we'll target those ones. You seem to be basically just run up and shoot, right? It's got point defense on the side, some flak down the middle. All right, let's see how you do. Engines firing, and... What's that noise? Pirate Hunter. Well, that's going to confuse things. Oh, damn it. Like, I want to... Oh, wow. Yeah, no, that Pirate Hunter is definitely heading our direction. We need to be super careful here. Oof. Time is of the essence. All right, we need... I think next volley should break through. Most of the armor's gone on that side. Well, we got one of the command decks. Ah! Sol Calidus. Well. Interesting. Very interesting. This is why people like two ships. Our best speed is reverse. That thing... Oh my god, it's got missiles on the back. So it's going to fire a raging hot beam of fire up our bum. And then hit us with a bunch of other stuff. You have lots of missiles. This direction. We either go this direction or that direction. We want to change flight direction to reverse. Yep. We want to go that way. Yep. Burn and turn and burn. Turn and burn. Oop. Yep, that's good. That's good. Missiles coming into the sides. They suck. Okay, but we didn't die. We didn't die. That is good. Black is picking off some of the missiles. Damage-wise, yeah, that entire side is a bit scorched. Any fires? No, everywhere has a fire extinguisher, though. Every single area I made sure had a fire extinguisher just in case. Right then. In that case, flight direction. Set it to forward again. That was... Yep, that was a bit of a sphincter clencher. You target that. Then we'll target that. And I want you to rotate now. Right now, get off a volley. Yep. Well, that's what you get for annoying us. And done. Problem solved. Are those two fighting? Okay, not anymore. But I think they were fighting for a second. Well, don't care. That stung. We're going to have to bring in our support ship to get repairs done. Yeah, well, there goes half of your controls, so that means half of your equipment are going to be dead, right? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. We'll be back for you. We're not going to, like, leave all that scrap just lying there. And... Can we double check to make sure there's no one behind us? I'm getting kind of paranoid about this now. That could have went really badly. Alright, let's see what 8 rails can do. Oh! Yep. Straight through the core and took it out. That's our first level 18. Was made much more fun by having that level 16 come up from behind us. Let's maybe head back to this location, call in our support ship, and get ourselves some repairs. Or I could stop being an idiot about this and do what everyone suggests. Fly up to these ships and use their leftover bitses for repairs. All we need is, yeah, some hypercoils and things, and they're just available floating around in space. You can just get, you can pick them out of the surrounding areas. We don't have any stockpiles on board, but our people will go outside and grab... Yep, there you go. They have sourced the materials locally. This is like organically sourced ship parts. You find them au naturel in the wild. For our next tasty treat, we've got the Apotheosis 250 Fame Pirate Hunter. Well, you look... Beautiful color job. Whoever did this took an awful lot of time and effort to create this little sucker. I believe there's ship competitions and that, so that in the community and they get added into the game. Nice way to get ship designs and a nice way to feed back into the community as well. EMP missile launchers on the side, only 2 it seems. Your main weapon is the big beam launcher down the front. Is that it? Lots of point defense. Oh wow, that is an awful lot of point defense. Okay, let's take you apart. Whoa! Your point defense is actually shooting them down. Alright, well, it's not going to last forever. Lasted pretty good. We shoot down your missiles, you shoot down our rails. Are we fully reloaded? Let's see how 8 rails do. Whew. His shield's actually soaked a bunch of those. Does that mean we have to go through the armor? Like, we literally took out 1, 2, 3, 4 shields? He has 6 shields left. That could actually be a problem. They should be able to recharge the shields faster than we can damage them. Okay, they're down to 4 shields right now. Maybe a couple more volleys, but I think we may have to just start blowing off the front of the ship. Yeah, otherwise that's gonna it's just too much effort. So instead, we're just gonna shoot at the power plants along the front. And once we shoot at the power plants along the front, that should cause the ship to be less of a problem. Yeah, there goes that one. And that should make their defenses far less effective. And we check out the other side. Yep. Kinda to be expected. I mean, we were shooting straight down the core, which is the most heavily defended part of that ship. It's just nothing but shielding. Look at this. There's 3 shields here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more shields here. That is just, you are not getting rails through that. So instead, we'll just pick it apart, piece by piece. We could take out the engines. You know what, there's no point even slowing it down. We'll just target that reactor there, then that reactor there, and then once those 2 are down, the ship should be pretty easy to finish off. Alright, let's fire. Ooh, death and destruction. And almost done. Oh, yeah, okay, I timed that badly. There's sort of like a timing you have to get to the rails. And if you do it right, it just works out beautifully and you shoot just as they reload. All you've got left is that bit at the back. And we're just going to put a rail through that. Gotta give it to it. That thing has a lot of defenses. Like, it seemed to be specifically designed to stop rail ships. However, you can still chew it apart. Ooh, excellent. More toys. I feel like this ship is Yep. Those 2 ships are fighting each other. What the... I can't tell who's firing what. Okay, you're reversing backwards while shooting, and those 2 guys are chasing this guy, the Arbiter, who's attacking this guy. And we're going to shoot that guy that way. And rotate quickly. Oh! Yeah, we stole your kill, buddy. Though, in all fairness, it looks... Actually, you have a fair chunk of damage going on all over you. There's a couple of guys, though, that are behind them. You should probably turn around immediately. And we shall flag you for your feature collection. Hey, come back here. Don't be running away. You're one of my starred ones, which means you're worth points. You can go into this section and you can put favorites on things. And if you put favorites on things, it'll show them... Ooh, I thought that was paused. It'll put a little star on them so you can know which ones you want, and it'll highlight them on the map. So as you can see, that guy's got a star on it, which means he's one of the ones we want. Is there any other stars? There's another one over there and another one over there. Those ones are actually worth points to us, which means we should treat them with high priority. And what happened to you? That looks like something we would do to a ship. There is... Do you even have any weapons left? You know what? Doesn't matter. Like, oops. Never mind. I'm not even sure you're worth scrapping. Looks like we've located another one of these apotheosis ships. The ones with the incredibly dense shield protection right down the center core. Now, if we can just get in here super quick, though, it seems to be facing the wrong direction. And is now dead. Thank you for the fame. Ooh, 9,100 fame. Perfect. There seems to be... there's a pirate hunter here killing some stuff, which is a problem. I want to kill the stuff that's here. We need to kill the pirate hunter and whatever the pirate hunter is killing. Preferably before they kill each other. We won't get the fame if we don't get to shoot him. Ooh. A new pirate base. It's a level 16. Hey, come here. Please tell me you guys are fighting. It'll allow us to do some sniping. Yeah, you guys are. You look like you're in bits, so we'll ignore you. The Orion, though. Oh, look at that beams. That is beautiful. You are a work of art. Look at all the crystals. Look at that giant beam of destruction. Oh, all right, let's blow it up. You fire there. And problem solved. This guy. I don't think you're gonna ooh. Nope, that's one we killed earlier. Getting a little bit paranoid there. That's okay. That's okay. You guys can stay right there. I think this guy's about to die, which would be bad. If he dies, then we don't get to kill him. I think, is that his last command deck? I think that's his last command deck right there. So if we snipe that out, he's classified as dead. Or we try and get this guy first. We could try... You know what? Let's get around the side. Oops. Probably should have stopped targeting his core. You. We are gonna treat you like you did the last one. We're just gonna chunk you apart. Or we could probably just cut them down one side. That would make things simpler. Cut out those two. Cut out that. Cut out that. And then cut out that. We don't need to kill everything. We just need to kill the half that's a problem. Black. Working out great. No other ships. Plenty of reversing distance available. Ah, damn it. Don't turn sideways like that. We want you to get... Fine, we'll grab the other side. And... Fire. Yep, there goes one. We're just gonna pick you apart before you can even get close enough to fire a shot, buddy. This is not going to go well. And there goes another chunk off you. Then we'll target that guy. Then... I think that should be sufficient to go for the core at that point. Once half his shields are gone, I doubt he can withstand 2 volleys of rails. Ooh, that armour, though. Good armour soakage. Not quite enough armour soakage. This should break him. Yep, there we go. So all the shields on this side are gone. We should just be able to go straight through the core. Only half the shields to work with. He should break pretty quick. And... Oh! Just barely, but... There you go. Right, so core out one half, then finish the back of it, and we leave half of it available for scrapping. Not a lot of scrap in there, I'd say, but, you know, needs must and all. Oh, I forgot to like point out, when we got sandwiched that time, the reason I set us to go at reverse, our flight direction is reverse, we're faster in reverse. So if we need to escape a situation, going in reverse is our best bet. This starbase is cool. This is a pirate base. It's got 2 command decks from what I can see, so we'll take out those, and that should stop it. But look at all the beam weaponry it's got. It's so stationary, otherwise it might actually be able to do some damage. I had that on 4 speed, sorry about that. Well, that's one chunk of it gone. Let's go grab the other. And I know we're taking the long way through the ship, but... Not enough armor on there, buddy. Not enough armor. Well, problem solved. We have called in our support ship because it's time to operate Plan B. What we've been doing is going around and buying up all the tritanium we could find around the place. Oh, also, we can receive a few payments here. Not one gonna sneeze at money. Also, I think this is gonna take us up to the limit, isn't it? That puts us up to 10,000 fame. Or it will, once the game actually catches up with all the missions we just accepted. You are legendary. Yeah, I don't really feel that way, to be honest. Congratulations, you've reached legendary fame, the highest rank achievable. This is currently the end of Cosmoteers, and you can consider yourself victorious. But you're welcome to keep playing. New endings may be added later during... we're still during early access. Rightio. Fair enough. In that case, though, there is some things I would still like to do. Namely, I would like to build a new ship. This ship has worked out great. In fact, for a crew of 584, it did quite well for itself. How many crew have we got here? We currently have 646 crew, and we can hire 196, putting us up to 800 crew, which is great, because what we want to do next is build another ship. Place it right, say, there is good. Then we want to go into blueprints. We would like to build ourselves another maxed Octo Rail. There you go. Actually, wait. No, let's not build a new ship just yet. Instead, I'm going to save this design. Just in case I made any changes I'd forgotten about, like upgraded a door permission, or there's all sorts of things that you could change that you forget about when you're not thinking about it. So better off to get the one that we know is working perfectly well. Right, we need 584 crew, and we have all the resources on hand. I have been buying that titanium stuff for ages. We're also going to be short on hypercoils, but we took out those 2 star bases to get the extra hypercoils. Steel is pretty much everywhere. So the coils and the coils were easy. Hypercoils were harder, but star bases required, and the titanium was really hard. We had to buy from everyone. The rest of the resources, it seemed, pretty handy. Well, right. Max Octo Rails, does someone want to start building that? Anyone? Did you just put down one piece? That it? Let's get it a little bit closer. We'll have to move out as the ship expands, but if we could get a tiny bit closer. Oh my god, this is going to take forever, isn't it? Well, I'll be back in half an hour. I think I'm going to grab a cup of tea. Might want to move this guy away a bit, though, so at least when you get a few pieces down, they can only build to an attached piece. So if you've got 1 piece down, they can build 4. Once you've got those 4 down, they can put on 8, etc. And it's getting bigger and bigger as we go, so more and more crew are going to get more and more involved. She's a beaut, all right, and absolutely nothing on board. No people, no cargo, no nothing. She is a blank slate. We might want to start picking up some of the things we've been avoiding for a while, like, well, steel, we're going to need that, and copper, we can refine it down again. We're looking at a lot less resources in storage right now. We got 420 tri-steel. Still got plenty of coils and hypercoils. I mean, not poor by any stretch of the imagination, but that definitely took a chunk out of our budget. Right, once you've collected all of that, though, we're going to be stripping most of the crew from here. We need a lot, and I mean a lot of crew for this ship, so we're going to be running a little bit shy. Yeah, it needs a spell. We got 258 crew left for Scrappy. This guy... Oh, yeah, we're also going to want to fill you up. Ooh. Maxed Octo Rails, we want to restock right ship. Yep. That's going to give you 1,400 of the Hyperium fuel and 690 sulfur. Initiate transfer, please. And you, why are you trying to move? Stop moving. Perfect. Then, once that's finished, we'll have 2 fully functional railboats. And then it's time to go see what we can do with 2 railboats. Now, I know we've technically finished, but you know what? We've got 2 of these boats, and I want to test them out. I don't know what you guys are, but that seems like a pack. Ugh. Please don't be tiny ships. Please don't be tiny ships. Be big ships. You are a tiny ship. Ah, oh, damn it. This crowd look like they're having fun without us. That's no fair. This guy looks to have cored this guy out. Oh, yeah, the rear end of this must get hit by something because it is in bits. Literally. You can take out that little fella there. Why not? And you can probably start tucking into this guy. He's looking big, mean, and he looks like he could do with... Actually, target that one first, then that one. He looks like he could do with a bit of a smack. Oh, and what is your... Yeah, your attack preset is to there, which means your rails... Yeah, no, that's a decent size. I was worried that this guy was going to be too far out. And we will save your attack defaults. And do you want to rotate? There we go. Ooh! Here comes an Odyssey. That is a big boy. Anything else left alive here? Oh, just that Odyssey. Well, fine. We'll kill this Odyssey, but then we're taking on that other Odyssey. Brilliant. Okay, so you can go there. You can go there, and then there. Yeah, the problem is you got to like remember that you've got 2 separate ships, and then you got to remember... Wow, did that thing break in 2? I think it did. You have actually run out of... Fine, you killed your target. I get it. It was slightly closer. The other guy had to go through an entire ship. And finished. Hey, there's a guy right there. Let's kill him by aiming for reactor cores. Hey. Ooh. Never mind. We'll target this guy instead. This guy looks like he could use some good shooting. Ooh. You shouldn't have put your... Like, your best things are right there. They're not well protected. You rotate this direction. You rotate that direction. Did I get that right? Nope, got one of them right. You rotate the other way then. Quickly. And yeah. That'll take out half his engines and make him pretty much useless. Then we can rotate him around and kill him again. Oh, no. His engines are still going. His engines were still going. Oh well. Lots of scrap for the scrap gods. We're coming to the base rescue mission, which is... Oh, look at you. Aren't you delicious looking? Let's just Oh my god, you're facing the wrong direction. Oh, buddy. That's a tag team you do not want to be involved in. Ooh. Yeah, that's not good. Actually... Yeah, let's have one aim there, one aim there. Oh. How are you still alive? Oh my god. Yep, never mind. You are still just barely alive. You know what? We're just going to combine firepower on center mass, if you wouldn't mind. Rotate. Nope, wrong way. Damn it. It's too hard to keep track of which one's the What is that? Pirate Hunter. Okay, we'll keep an eyeball on him. You can rotate back. Seriously? You guys... Oh, wait. Yeah, we need to target the last thing, don't we? Right, that guy done. Let's nab over and grab this Oh no, Pirate Hunter's winning. Never mind. I want to save this starbase so we can get some more missions and money out of it. Not that we need it, it's just... It feels like that's what you're supposed to do. How's the starbase looking? Oh my god, you're barely scratched. Why are we coming here to rescue you again? Shoot this guy from the front. Take out that one. Oh my god, then that one, then that one, then that one, and then that one. And then this guy can start on the other side. Of course, there'll be a starbase in the middle, but that's just going to confuse things. Alright, same again. Only completely in reverse. Question is, whichever one it chases, what will the other one do? What is your gun set to? Oh no, they're definitely set to fire at target. Fine, so you rotate back. Rotate. Rotate. This could get very frustrating if you had a large quantity of ships. Oh my god. Yeah. That is a mess. Yep. Railgun ships for the win, definitely. I thought we could have just like one last bit of fun before we go. We've got a level 18 Pirate Hunter, big ass ship. Then all we got to do is grab each one of our ships and pick weak points we would like to destroy. Right, each one is targeting a specific point. Atomic Glass Bunny is up that direction. I just got to remember for rotation reasons where everyone is, or it's going to get confusing. And then everyone should get in range. And then once the shots start going off, we can start rotating. Oh, damn it. F1. Rotate. F2. Rotate. Yep, there we go. F1. Rotate. F2. Rotate. Never mind. I love the way there's just like cord pieces of ship gone everywhere. They basically slice things into little bits. And the fact that we've got two of them means we can keep flanking them. So this guy came forward, and when he did, this guy just came in from the side, and we didn't have to worry about the frontal armor or anything. It was just straight down the sides. Makes life so much simpler. I think two smaller railboats would say 4 rails apiece. Similar design to this, just smaller, less crew, 4 rails, maybe a little bit shorter, and you could really just pick people apart, or even get 3 of them. I kind of went with the giant, oversized ones. I regret nothing on that front. They were amazingly fun. They definitely could be improved upon, though. If you were to give these to the AI, they would be useless, namely because this thing is made of glass. If anything gets through here, it's going to just start hitting nice, juicy things like power plants, engines, expensive stuff. We only have 2 to 3 plates of armor on most areas. Some places just have shielding. I mean, I'm just saying, this thing is not designed to take hits. It's designed to like just float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, and then just get the hell out of dodge. And 8 rails with 30 accelerators on each one, they will pound stuff down. You just gotta be real careful. We almost got sandwiched there at one point. That could have been like, if we got hit a few more times on the sides, it could have taken out a whole chunk of the ship or even killed us. Like if anything touches one of those rails, they will just go up like a firework. The whole thing will burn the whole way along, or not burn. If you hit one piece, every single piece touching it explodes. So if one part of your rail gets hit, the whole rail is gone. This game sucked me in from the moment I started playing it, and I think the reason why is it's just you learn as you go. You start with a ship, and then you have to immediately start building onto it, but it's only like small chunks at a time, and the building of the ship teaches you how to destroy other ships because you know what chunks matter when they get blown off your ship, and you also know what parts of the other ships to shoot off. And as you encounter ships, you see what works for them, so you start adapting some of their stuff. Okay, railgun's kind of broken. If I had to do this again, I'll probably be back for another playthrough of this at some point. I will not go with rails. I might go with like an up-close brawler with lots of large cannons mounted on top, or maybe a beam ship or something like that. But railguns, yeah, they're a lot of fun if you just want to blast stuff to bits and not have to worry too much about getting any return fire. Or maybe a missile ship. I like the thought of just spamming just hundreds of missiles at things and watching them explode. Though that would probably suffer against flak boats. There's a lot of different designs out there that cause you problems. Like I remember the first time I ran into a quad flak boat, and it basically just completely neutered the flak rails we were using at the time. I think we only had 2 rails, so it's just like it shot everything down out of the sky, and we were like, uh-oh. But yes, what I mean is, it's a fun game to start because you kind of learn it as you go, and there's not a lot of stopping, and it's constantly going next. Downsides is, it is going to be a bit repetitive. The missions are the same everywhere. There's always a mission to rescue a station or two. All the missions are pretty much identical, just with bigger ships. That's about it. So for content-wise, I enjoyed it, but your mileage may vary. If you don't like repetitive quests, you're probably going to get a bit bogged down about it, and it's all about building more and better ships. We could have went with like a wolf pack, though I don't know how well it would go using multiple ships. I think you'd have to make them very simplistic so that the AI can handle them. But yes, surrounding ships like this, where you can attack things from the rear, like the toughest ship we faced had massive shielding straight down the center core. But if we had a pack of smaller ships, we could have just went around the back of it and cored out from the sides. Its defenses around the sides were minimal, and it would have fallen in no time at all. Sort of a bit like us. It was a glass cannon, but with an awful lot of shielding just down the core. We went with a little bit more of a balanced but faster approach, more importantly. As far as I understand it, this is a single dev game, which is kind of incredible, considering the amount of detail, like just like the animations alone, all the assets. Respect on that front. Anyway. When it comes to choosing the next game, there's going to be a little bit of a change. People have been suggesting more and more games, and since they know how the rating system works, the games list has changed a wee bit. All of these have a score of about 33 or higher, which is kind of mental. But alright, let's see what it does. And we're off. I'm kind of curious to see where we land on these. Oh god. Yeah, I know what that one's going to be like. That's going to be an interesting one.